Hello, good day everyone. Welcome to the program that tries to connect us to ourselves, to our family, to friends, and by extension, to the whole world and to humanity. This is Family Connect. I'm glad to be here again today, and I have my regular guests, and all of you know her, but I will still mention her name for those that have not seen her or heard from her before. Chioma Obeni, you are welcome.
Hi everyone, I'll call you beautiful people. I'm glad to be here as always.
Thank you very much for coming. And today I have a very beautiful topic that I think we need to look at, and at the same time it will help us to start appreciating a lot of things about our environment, about ourselves, our friendship, and who we relate with and how we relate with people around us. And the topic for today is the need for friendship with loyalty between people. This is one thing that we as human beings, sometimes we don't really understand what friendship is all about, not to talk of what loyalty means. So today is a two-way topic, a two-way discussion. I'm not going to be asking questions. We are going to be interacting, looking at it from our perspective, and then trying to educate others who may not really understand what friendship is and when loyalty should come into it. It's not just being friends, but you have to be loyal. But before we proceed, I'll say thank you to our subscribers, to those that have come to our channels, those that have viewed it and those that will still view it. Please, when you do that, subscribe, then share with friends, share with families, share with colleagues, so that people will come to this channel to benefit from what the little we are trying to give to help ourselves and humanity. So I will start off by looking at what friendship is all about. Friendship is not something that has to do with a man and a woman. For me, friendship cuts across. And you start from your own gender, go to the next gender, and then even into your own family. Because your husband, your children, at a particular point in their lives, should become your friend. And that is where, when we talk about being friends and having friendship, that is what the why. It's not how many people, but the quality of friendship that matters. So, Choma, just take it from there. I'm trying to look at friendship from my own perspective and what I understand friendship to mean. What do you think?
I will start off by saying, when you talk about friendship, a lot of things come into your mind. And you can imagine yourself smiling without a condition to anybody. You talk without any intention, because you can meet people on the way. You don't know when you can offer help. That for me is always a friendship. Friendship does not mean somebody you interact with on a daily basis. You go out together, have one or two things in common. In fact, you can see anybody as a friend. With that, you will always be prepared at every point in time to give your best and leave an impression for each individual you come across to. You give without reason, because you're in a position to do that. You care without expectation, because we are all created by the same Almighty and we all have a purpose on earth. And with that in your mind, you always know that that's the beauty of any relationship you come across. It can be in a group. Maybe you send someone reached out to you. From there, you strike up a conversation. From there, other things come to play. And you realize that the reason for that your post might be that interaction with that individual both ways, because you're going to gain something from him or her, even if it's a youth or a child you come across, and he or she can also gain from you as well.
So, in essence, you just said something, giving of yourself freely,
yes,
without having something at the back of your mind. And that is where the understanding, the respect, the love
yes,
the honor and integrity comes into play.
For any human being.
For any human being, no matter what it is. So you don't have already an assumption.
Of course.
Because a lot of times we assume a lot of things, and that affects our friendship. So it's always better to understand the person you are relating with. From there, a friendship can now develop, and then you can take it even further. And that's when we now talk about loyalty. Because if you don't understand the essence of friendship, what it means to have a friend, and what it means to call somebody a friend, you can now have loyalty. So when we have all these things put together, you find that we have a better understanding, we have a better rapport, and then we relate like normal human beings we should be. And we will eliminate a lot of doubts, eliminate a lot of shortcomings of, I'm not sure. Oh, what is she going to do now? Oh, what is he going to do now? And the distrust becomes something we live with, which is not right. So for you to have that loyalty, you have to have the trust. You have to remove a lot of things, greed, selfishness, just name it, all those things that will hamper any relationship. So for me, loyalty means being able to put yourself in the way that the other person will actually have that confidence to rely on you, to depend on you, and to do everything that will augur well for both relationship. And once you have that, there will be no doubt, there will be complete trust. Forget about our shortcomings as human beings, but do your own part as an individual. Give that trust and let the rest be.
Yeah, that's simple.
So, that's my own look at it.
As you were talking, something struck me. It's like this saying that goes, be at your best even when nobody is looking. Because that way you stand in a position to bring out that your inner self, be able to intuitively sense your environment, and each individual have different things that come with them, and the way you relate with each individual depends on him or her own nature. So the way I relate with you might be different from the way I relate with the other person. So that's why you need to intuitively sense each individual you come across, and you relate with them as such. And I believe friends can help you celebrate your good times and give you support during your bad times. Our society is so funny that sometimes, this saying that success does not have friends. And if you're not, of course, what attracts people to you? But it doesn't have to be success, because there must be something you have to give of yourself, because what you don't have, you can never give. So I just see that, stand in a position that someone has to, see something that in you that he or she can take away with.
And the interesting thing is, if you have a good friendship, the joy, the happiness that comes with it, the fulfillment that you feel, that look, I have somebody I can call on, I have somebody I can look up to, I have somebody that I can reach out to at a moment when I really need it, and the person is there to respond to you. It gives you that sense of belonging. It gives you that joy that in actual sense there is friendship and there is loyalty. And this goes further into our families. If we can do it with our families, do it with outsiders, do it as much as we can, I can bet you, I know what it is. That's why I'm discussing this topic. It's a topic that I felt we needed to discuss, because some people complain, I don't have friends. The kind of friends I have, I'm fair with their friends, they are not there for me, they cannot do this. I now ask the question, what have you done for other people? Are you also there for them, or is it just only you? You have to be wholeheartedly there for people, so that they can be there for you. So you don't complain. Ask yourself, what is it I'm not doing right that is making me have this complaint that people are not there for me? So you have to actually give before you can receive. It's always better to give than to expect. So when you're expecting, that's when you have issues. So why don't we, it's something that I know we can do, and something that I've been doing and it's working out for me, and it's so beautiful. So it's not, your family is not just your friend. outsiders can be your friend. Do you know the funny thing is that sometimes the closest neighbor is your best friend,
Of course.
who you relate very well with, and that's the person you run to if there is a problem before you can even call any other person. So friendship and loyalty go together if it is properly done and understood. So for us to wrap up, what can you say to our listeners and those out there that are having this problem of, I don't have friends, if I have need, nobody is there for me and all that? What do you need to say to them?
Definitely, friendship it does not also rely on proximity, because sometimes you have friends that the distance between you are so far. You might not even talk for a month, 6 months, but the day you strike up a conversation, it's like you left off from where you stopped, as if it was just like an hour ago. That's how friendship should be. Loyal friends, people you can call friends indeed, not just in need. Even if it doesn't have to do with physical giving, even the discussion, the little things you discuss, the person goes away like, oh my goodness, why can't we even talk often, you know? Not friendship that sit down and discuss people and stuff like that, you know, because, friendship is those individuals that can give you companion, remove isolation and loneliness from you.
Yeah.
Even if you're not sitting together. Some friends that even when you remember them, even if in your distress hours, it gives you a smile into your soul. You know? So, and most times, it depends on individuals. Friendship comes to people so easily, you know, because we have different
Nature.
nature.
Yeah.
Some people, friendship, they attract. And it all depends on how it works for each person. You can't compare yourself to the next. There are people that move along in groups. It works for them. There are people that have those little friends, limited number of people that are their friends. And they are still okay. So find out the one that works for you. Make the best out of it. But make sure that you always leave a good impression with everybody, no matter who.
So my people, you have heard it all. You heard everything we said, and I pray and hope that you pick one or two things from it and then use it. And I can assure you, it is beautiful when you have beautiful friends you can look up to, and they can look up to you, and you always be happy having them around you. So I'm going to leave this discussion here as always, and hoping that we're able to reach out to people and help them in one form or the other. Until I come your way again, I remain yours, Chika Nnamani. Have a beautiful day and a lovely week ahead. Goodbye.